registered name is Classic Star. He is out of the Jubilee side, which goes back to the Barons Jubilee and the Perfections Baron Star and Warriors Gentleman Gem. On the bottom side, he's out of a mare called Gambler's Briar Rose, which goes back to Baron Starlight Gambler and the Baron G horse. This is a very, very nice gelding. He's a 7-year-old gelding, and he stands 15-1. He is one that we have been riding for about it's been a year and probably 4 months since we've owned this horse. He's one that anybody at all can ride. Very nice. He's got a very nice flat foot walk. He's got a very nice run and walk. He will also foxtrot. He's one that we have ridden extensively. We've ridden this horse on several all-day rides. He's stout enough that can carry a big person all day long. He's just a nice, nice gelding. He's also one that George took out west this last fall in October when he went elk hunting. And they packed elk, and he was fabulous. George said he's really the best pack horse he ever took. The smell of the elk didn't bother him at all, which a lot of times some horses just don't like that. He stands great. You can tie him to a tree all day, and he'll stand there. Just a nice, nice gelding. George really likes this horse. He's just got a lot of sense. He'll go slow if somebody's interested and has some friends that have quarter horses. He'll go with a quarter horse if that's what you want. You can pick his head up and he'll gait to go with the gaited horses. He's just a pretty level-headed type of horse. If there's anything at all that you ask that we feel is maybe an issue with him, he's the type of horse that when you go to get on him, and once you get in the saddle, just let him walk off. If you try to hold him there and make him stand for 5 minutes, he gets agitated. That's something that we really work with him a lot on, but I guess it's just going to be the horse. So, like I said, when you put your foot in, get in the saddle, and then just let him walk off. He's not going to run off or anything like that, but just let him walk off. Other than that, I'd say this horse would make anybody a really, really nice gelding. He's got a lot of sense. He'll go anywhere you ask him to go. Got a very, very nice ride. He reminds me a lot of the old-time foxtrotting horses that just disfigure their front track, and that's the type of horse he is. They were always a little bit blockier, stockier, very, very level-headed type of horses. He's a nice gelding. I'd have to say if he was 16, he'd be selling him. George really wanted to keep this horse for himself. George is a big guy, weighs about 270, and he's 6 foot, and he just feels like he needs a really big horse underneath him. So I keep telling him that as he gets older that may change, but great for trail riding. Now, if you're wanting to pick him up and go with the, big walking, that this would be a horse that you would probably want. His nature is just more laid back. It's more easygoing. A nice walk like this that Johnny's doing right now is really good. He's got a nice little running walk. He does foxtrot. He does it very naturally too. A lot of times he has to be just a little bit tucked into the ride or so. Because his head goes down more when he foxtrots, kind of like his flat foot walk does. And we've videoed him before here, and this isn't a very good place to video right in front of the barn and that pasture over there, because that's where he lives. He lives out the pasture. We haven't kept this horse in the barn. He hasn't actually been ridden the last 2 months. Right now we're working on riding all of our young stock, and so he's one that we've had a lot of time on, and we just keep him out to pasture and bring him every day and bring him in and ride him when we need to. So, but I do think that this horse would be good for anybody. He has lots and lots of trail miles. He's got lots and lots of sense. Like I said, we've packed on him before. George has taken him out west. Fabulous horse. Nothing out there bothers him. And we call him Baron, and he's a 7-year-old gelding. This next mare that we are going to be showing you, her name is April Alert, and we call her April. She is out of the Bronze Alert stud, which goes back to the Traveler's Red Alert, Missouri Traveler breeding on the top side. On the bottom side, she's out of a mare called Missouri's Amazing Grace, which goes back to the Keeter Zane Dusty Gray horse, goes back to Zane's Dusty and the Missouri Traveler breeding. This mare is one that